Okay, great. Thank you everyone so much for joining us today. Today marks the first post-ZenCon Zero team call and second ever weekly insider on Twitter Spaces. I'm glad that you could all join us today, and please be aware that this call is being recorded and should be available for you to check out later on in the Horizen podcasts. Also, please be sure to ask your questions for the team on the Menti link posted and pinned into the Twitter Spaces. Um, and today, it looks like we do have Alberto here, so we'll kick off our first updates with Alberto.
Thank you, Erika. And hello, everybody. First of all, I'd like to start by saying that this has been a great week at the ZenCon Zero event, and we'll talk more about the ZenCon Zero during the Weekly Insider, but I wanted to highlight that it was wonderful to meet all the team members again in person after some time, and with some of them, it was even the first time, so really happy about that. Okay, apart from this, I'm also very happy to announce that we have just published a new white paper, and the title is Trustless Cross-Chain Communication for Zendoo Sidechains. In this paper, we take a step further after Zendoo by introducing a comprehensive method for sidechains to communicate amongst each other in a totally decentralized way. We also discussed the details of a cross-chain token transfer protocol that extend generic communication mechanism. And with the cross-chain token transfer protocol, we can enable a broad range of new applications, such as, exchange platform that allows the ability to trade tokens issued from different sidechains. So, the main point here is having, first of all, a first layer that is a generic way for sidechains for exchanging messages in a totally decentralized way. And on top of it, you can design your own protocol that in this case, for example, is token transfers. And so, in order to allow the possibility to transfer tokens between different sidechains. So please have a look at the paper. Moving on another note, but a very important one, this week Horizen will present at the Israel Crypto Conference in Tel Aviv, and I will be presenting our approach for scalability and decentralization. The event is going to take place on Thursday, 2nd of September, so if you are around, we hope to see you there. Okay, and now let's switch to the technical updates. Obviously, not many for today because of the event of last week that was attended by the whole team. But in any case, there were, and regarding the event, there were wonderful speeches at the event, also presented by the people from the engineering team, and not only, obviously. And so, special to everyone for the excellent technical presentations. And okay, just to name a couple of things we have been working on. On the Zendoo side, last week, because of the planned deprecation in October, we're working on finalizing the changes for the next release. In particular, in addition to the improvements we discussed in the last months, we are also evaluating the inclusion of some extra upstream improvements, still evaluating them. After this, we will start preparing the Zendoo release and contact all our partners and exchanges to make sure everyone updates to the latest version in time. On the other hand, for what regards the SDK, we released the version 0.4.2 with minor bug fixes, and these include fixes to the certificate commitment, like socket endpoint timeout, and some others. Then, for the upcoming version 0.5.0 and the versions coming even after that one, we are working on the finalization of different features. Obviously, the full list of features and changes will be shared soon. And last but not least, for what concerns the EVM sidechain, and this is version M1 v4, is currently in testnet, and at the moment we're running the usual internal testing phase. And in parallel, we keep working on various things related to the project roadmap, like the fee management, the orphan transaction management, and much more. EVM sidechain is currently the active ongoing project. So these were the main points for today. Back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Alberto. Now I'd like to welcome Victor for the product updates.
Thank you, Erika. Today we have some updates around the VM sidechain. Actually, we are measuring the performance of the current implementation and actually of the SDK in general with testing of the UTXO-based sidechains. And we will port over to the, let's say, also account model, so to the EVM branch, the same test plan. So it's planned to replicate all the tests next week so that we will have also some numbers to share about the performance of our current implementation and consensus of the EVM sidechain itself. At, at the moment, we just have some early results that cannot be presented yet because can be also, let's say, representing a best case scenario. We are also testing the performance of the RPC server as well, and for that there is a specific environment that can be spin up just with a Docker project, and we plan to include also that in our CI/CD, so continuous integration, continuous deployment, so that we will measure the performance at every slightest change in order to understand also if we introduce something that is driving a little backward the performance. But also we have continued assessing how we are compatible with the existing framework for development in EVM and Ethereum compatible networks. In particular, we finished assessing the happy path of Ethers.js, and that is compatible with the version that was deployed in testnet, so milestone 1 version 4. And we are proceeding with Truffle, Hardhead, Remix, and Web3.js. Apart that, we have worked recently in a way to measure the gas, so to estimate gas also for what we call fake or hard-coded smart contracts. So the way we have in the SDK account or in the VM sidechain to pre-build some smart contracts in the sidechain. And so now there's no need anymore to make this estimate, let's say, on a separate computation, on a separate, let's say, sheet or do it manually. Because it's now done automatically. So we encountered some exceptions while testing before this feature came out that was shown as out of gas exception. So this is not coming anymore. And there is also, let's say, less good news because we are anticipating some delay on the project given that we have thought carefully on the security of this sidechain and to give the ability to update who is, let's say, making this platform, this sidechain secure by signing the certificates. We ended up sharing the common thought of having this need of updating the certifiers, so the designers for this for this sidechain, and the previous circuit, the threshold circuit wasn't allowing to do so. So before this circuit is introduced, if we register a sidechain, the signers will be written in the stone. So the only way to update the signers is to build to register another sidechain. We don't want this for the VM sidechain, so we are introducing a new circuit that is called, we are referring of it internally as key rotation circuit. And we are still estimating this delay. We will share it between next and the week that will follow. That's all from me. Thanks, and back to you.
Thank you, Victor. And now Angie for Token Mint updates.
Sure. All right. Hi, everybody. So, first of all, would like to say thanks for everyone that attended ZenCon Zero. was really fun to be spending some time with a lot of friends, folks, coworkers. So I think we all had an amazing past week. And some updates regarding Token Mint for the new listeners, because I do see here some new people joining us. Token Mint is our platform where you can create and mint both fungible and non fungible tokens. So, right now, anyone can create and mint fungible tokens, deploy them to mainnet, and have them living on a sidechain in mainnet. And then the second part is of NFT feature capability, which is now on testnet. And we're going to be hoping to release very soon on mainnet. So everyone who's interested or wants to interact with our token mint platform, feel free to drop us a message there in the chat or in the announcement here of the weekly insider, so you can get familiar with what token mint is. And yeah, that's it. We're looking forward to the release on mainnet. And that's it from our side. Thank you so much. Back to you, Erica.
Thank you, Angie. And Vano is out of office this week, so we won't have any BD updates for you guys this week. And I'll go ahead and begin providing the marketing updates. So as you all know, we just finished up a week in Milan, Italy with the team at ZenCon Zero. It was absolutely amazing to see so many ecosystem friends, partners, and community members join us for this event. I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to some of our community members and ambassadors that were able to join us. So Cyrax, Michael, Jonghoon, and Kwan, thank you so much for traveling so far to attend this event and meet the team. It was an incredible experience meeting you all. In other news, we will be working to share the content and videos that we got at the event for those who were not able to attend, so that you guys can at least enjoy some of our favorite moments from the conference. We will also be sending out another email this week to the attendees of ZenCon Zero, so that you guys can all provide us with your Cobalt wallet addresses to make sure that you receive your zero gravity NFTs. So today we unfortunately will not have any leadership updates, and our team is kind of limited to what we can answer from the existing questions on Mentee. So I'll go ahead and ask the ones that I believe our team can answer, and then for the top two, I will look to the team to get you guys some answers on those regarding kind of the regulation of proof of work, as well as the health of the Horizen Treasury. So the top question after that would be, are there any videos from ZenCon Zero? If so, where can we watch them? So there are videos from ZenCon Zero. We are currently working to edit them and kind of create them into something a little more digestible into content pieces. So we will be sharing those throughout the next few weeks. So be sure to follow us on Twitter, Discord, Telegram, etc., which will be where we'll share them. Now, for this next question, perhaps Victor or somebody on the product team can assist. The question is, Cobalt wallet ledger compatibility? Will there also be Sphere-like batch withdrawal in Cobalt for node operators?
Well, the one of Cobalt wallet ledger compatibility is, let's say, a tough question. It's no joke to integrate also hardware wallet, for example, to Cobalt. Of course, we have started understanding if this is feasible, even because at the moment, Cobalt is a web extension, and this makes it a bit more difficult than, let's say, in respect of, for example, a desktop application. But anyway, at the moment, it's not in this year roadmap. We will discuss it. And also, at the moment, we are not, let's say, envisioning other features for this year for the wallets. of this kind. Sorry.
Okay, thank you. So for our next question, I'm not sure who would be best to answer this, perhaps Alberto. Um, the question is, I understand Rob says Horizen has plans to integrate with IBC, but what other plans are there to integrate with the rest of the crypto ecosystem?
I mean, first of all, let's say that the sidechain communication protocol that I just mentioned before is meant to be a protocol to make sidechains in the Horizen ecosystem being able to speak each other in a completely decentralized way. It doesn't define the rules of the specific kind of messages that has to be exchanged by the sidechain. It's a way for them to speak each other in a secure, I mean, through the certificates in a secure and decentralized way, so without the need of trusted parties. This doesn't prevent any sidechain to implement any other protocol. So the specific sidechain to implement any other protocol to communicate with any other kind of block. Obviously, if these other blockchains are provable, fully provable, you can also create links that are, let me say, fully decentralized. So, for example, if you have a fully proven state of the sidechain, this will allow you to create a bridge that is fully, let me say, that doesn't need any trusted party because you have the proven state. And this is obviously something much better. But I mean, just to come back to the question, we are, let's say, the fact that we have implemented the protocol for making our sidechains being able to speak each other doesn't prevent any other sidechain, any sidechain in our ecosystem to implement other protocols to speak with others, with other blockchains.
Okay, great. Thank you, Alberto. Well, that is it for our weekly in today, everybody. And again, we will work to get you answers for the top 2 questions on Menti this week. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we will see you all again